friends. Good evening. It's your old pal SVH here, coming at you with today's Daily Nugget. And today is, again, going to be the Bowl of Sake by Hazrat Nayat Khan. Now, I used to do the Bowl of Sake every day. It's a daily devotional. It's made for every day of the year. And I did it for about 2 years straight. So I kind of said to myself when I was doing this Daily Nugget that I was going to do different things and jump around. And I have, but at the same time, the bowl of sake has just been so on point for what we're dealing with right now at this moment in time. So I just really felt like today's bowl of sake, again, just called out to me as the right thing to share. So today's bowl of sake from today's Daily Nugget is the bowl of sake from Hazrat Nayat Khan. If people but knew their own religion, how tolerant they would be, and how free from any grudge against the religion of others. If people only knew their own religion, how tolerant they would become, and how free from any grudge against the religion of others. I think this is so poignant for where we're at right now. I typically have a philosophy that I don't really talk about religion or politics, but my whole life is pretty much religion and politics, right? So I talk about God, and I talk about spirituality, and talk about spiritual life and God life and all those things. And certainly politics plays a big part in how we express ourselves in the daily life that we live, and so on and so forth. So I don't talk about both, but I certainly talk about both. So with that being said, I really feel like today's bowl of sake touches upon that very thing. If people only knew their own religion, how tolerant they would become, and how free from any grudge against the religion of others. It's the same with politics. Okay, so what I find really interesting with what's going on in our world right now, with the attack on the Capitol a couple of days ago and so forth, is how quickly people blame someone else for the actions of some. Okay? It's weird. I feel like those who did what they did for their own reasons, or for whatever part of the play is being played out in front of us. But everyone has the right to their own belief and their own feeling and their own convictions in life, right? So when it comes to religion is one of those things that it can be a really negative subject to bring up with other people, because everyone has their own particular religious belief, their own faith, and their own thing that they stand for. Okay? But when you believe in your own religion, your own faith, your own belief is so strong, your conviction in your heart is so real for you, for your own path, how can you question somebody else's? Because they feel the same, right? Now, they might not be right. They might be right. Maybe what you do is right for you, and what they do is right for them, and you're both right. What about that? And it does happen. Because each person believes what they believe and experiences what they experience in relation to their own evolution, to what their place is in life at this particular point in life. Okay? Now, there's a saying in India that you don't wake someone that's asleep, okay, because they'll awake at the appropriate time. Now, this is a metaphor for the spiritual life, because you can't you can't force someone to awaken to your belief. If you feel awake, you feel alive, you feel energized, you've moved from 3D to 5D, whatever it may be, okay? You can't force someone into that experience. They have to experience it for themselves. They have to arise to that level on their own, okay? And what you can do is you can inspire, you can certainly, show the way, light the way, but you can't force it. You can't bring it about. So you have to be patient. You have to be understanding. So I love this saying today, because if you're tolerant of your own religion, if you believe in your own religion and you have your own conviction, you're going to be much more tolerant of your neighbor's religion and their conviction in their religion, because you understand that, wow, if they feel as strongly about their belief as I feel about my own, then I respect that, because we're human and we're souls, but in this human experience, right? So this is something that really, to me, is really, really interesting. And if you flip the script and you flip this over to politics, it's the same thing, okay? No matter what side you're on, no matter what political view that you have, if you believe in it so strongly that it really is the core of your being, then you have to respect that someone else might have the core of their being different, right? Okay? This is really the nature of it all. We all have our own individual note within the symphony of the universe. And if the notes are all tuned the same, now you might have seen this video, it was a commercial a couple years ago, where there was a piano that was all tuned to the same note, and they played this piano and talked about how boring the music was, because it was all the same note, okay? Well, we each have our own individual note, and that's what makes the symphony so beautiful, is that it's a culmination of many notes that are all unique in their own way and all expressed in their own unique manner, okay? So with that being said, isn't it the same with religion? Isn't it the same with politics? Maybe, maybe not. But if you believe in your own belief so strongly and with so much conviction that you would die for it, that you would fight for it, that you would lose friends and family over it, then wouldn't you respect that in another? Just a thought. Now, again, not talking politics, not talking religion, but talking about truth. That we're all one. We are all connected. We are all living on this plane together, right? Whether we believe the same or see the same, we all live here together. We all have the same lifespan, so to speak. We all have a limited amount of time that we're here to experience this life, this realm, and how important it is that we live it to the fullest, and we live it with our true conviction. So, again, I just want to take a moment to encourage everybody, reach out a hand to someone else, whether you believe what they believe or not, whether you're on the same page or a totally different page. You might even be in the whole different book. But respect the fact that each of us has the right to our own individual thought and feeling, right? We each have the convictions of the heart which draw us in certain directions. So before you condemn another for their belief, be it religious or political, think about your own, and think about how much it means to you, and how much conviction you have for that real belief in what is yours. And then look at the other person with that same respect. Might change things for you a little bit. So it's just a thought. If people but knew their own religion, how tolerant they would become, and how free from any grudge against the religion of others. That's today's Daily Nugget from the Bowl of Sake by Hazrat Inayat Khan. And I thank you, and I offer blessings to you today. And if you get anything from these videos at all, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Let them know that there's a little daily nugget here of wisdom every day that your old pal SVH is sharing that might just do something for you. I'd appreciate it. I mean.